In this video, we'll learn how to use the pH sensor. First, we'll learn how to connect the pH sensor, then set up the pH sensor in a titration, and finally, collect data using the pH sensor. You'll have a pH sensor, and there's the actual probe should be in a solution. You're going to, as you've done before, hook it up to your Go link until you hear the click, and then with the USB connection, plug that into your computer. And when you do that, like before, you should see the red yellow light. Now we're going to open up Logger Pro, and the light should be green. I can see that Logger Pro recognizes a pH sensor, and it tells me that the pH is 4.49. That's fine. These solutions, most of them should give you a pH of around 4. Some of them give a pH around 7, but if you plug this in and it's giving you a really wild value that's not really close to 4 or 7, then you need to let your instructor know, and we'll come and help you troubleshoot. Well, the first thing we're going to do is unscrew this solution vial, and we're going to put this vial far away because inevitably something, you, a cord, your lab partner, whatever, is going to knock it over. So we'll put it far away. We're going to move this cap up high, kind of get that out of the way too. It should be, you should have a lot of resistance up here so it won't fall off. And then we're just going to inspect the tip of the probe. So make sure it looks okay. You should see this nice big glass bulb. Maybe rinse it off, not maybe, definitely rinse it off a little bit to kind of give it a neutral environment after it's been in that acidic buffer. There's a little piece of kind of debris on this one that we're going to squirt off. Okay, and then we're ready to go. Now we're going to attach the probe to our whole setup here. So we have a clamp especially set up for it, and I'm going to lower it kind of all the way down, and then I need to have the very bottom of the probe, that bulb, totally submerged in liquid. But we can still move this move this beaker, because that's going to be important for stirring the liquid after you add some drops here. If you can get it to the right height where it's submerged but you have the freedom to stir it, great. If you're struggling with that, you might find it just easier to have a lab partner hold it. Now we'll collect some data. So I'm going to read the volume in the burette from the very top. So somebody will either be very tall or you're going to have to stand on a chair. And this volume here is 0.29 milliliters. So we'll add 0.29, and I have a pH reading of 1.33. There's an acid in here, so that's what we'd expect. And I get my pH reading for that point. So now I'm going to let a little bit of the base out of the burette. And since we're at the beginning of the titration, I'm going to add roughly a milliliter here. So here we go. All right, that's pretty good.
Did it turn?
Okay. A little bit. Yep, it turned pink, and then it went back to clear. Let's read our new volume. All right, so that was 1.21 milliliters. So we'll do a data point. And our new pH, slightly less acidic. It's now 1.44. That's what we'd expect. So when we're all finished, we're going to put the probe back. I'm just going to gently, I lifted it up already, I'm just going to gently unscrew the clamp so I can get it out. And I'm going to rinse the tip off with water. Carefully put the buffer solution, you found it sitting in, back on. Well, hold on, I'm going to move this cap down first a little bit. Okay, and then this would probably be easier with 2 people. And then we're just going to screw this cap on tightly and make sure the probe is all the way down to the bottom. It's important that that glass ball be submerged in the liquid. And then you're just going to disconnect everything and put it back in the box. That is the end of the pH sensor video. Please take a few moments to review the goals and make sure you understand.